Huge news coming from Riot today. They have changed how we are going to pre-order for Spiritforged. Let's break it down. All right, I know your time is valuable, so let's not waste any of it. Let's get right to the details, and then after we can talk a little bit about why they changed it, what this means for you, and why I think this is a good thing. So coming today straight from the Riftbound official website, riftbound.leagueoflegends.com, they've got a page titled Spiritforged Merch Drawing FAQ, and they're making it clear that they are moving this to a raffle type system. Starting with Spiritforged, Riftbound will be using a drawing system for purchases from the merch store. Finer details, the drawing will begin February 3rd, that's tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific, and you will be able to enter 3 separate drawings. Make sure you go to this page for the links. You can enter a drawing for the Spiritforged booster display. Click this link here. The Rumble Champion deck, this link here. And then the Fiora Champion deck. Make sure if you want all 3 of these products, you enter the raffles for all 3 of these products. It's not one raffle for all of them. And they make that clear in this FAQ. So moving down to the schedule, don't panic. This is good news, I think. The raffle opens tomorrow, but you have 2 days to enter it. So it's not like you have to be on at 9 a.m. exactly to get into the raffle. They're taking everybody that enters for the next 2 days. Starting February 3rd, 9 a.m. Pacific, registration for drawing begins. February 5th, the registration for drawing closes. February 9th, purchase links will start to be sent out to everybody. And then February 13th, final window for purchase links closes, and they start to ship the product out. They recommend paying attention to the Riftbound X account for updates. And then they talk a little bit about what happens if my name is drawn. If you get selected for the raffle, you will have 24 hours to go to the link that they send you to purchase the product that you were selected for. If you entered multiple drawings, you may be chosen to purchase multiple Spiritforged products. All right, a question a lot of you might be asking, if you don't really care about the Rumble deck or the Fiora deck, but you want to get 2 booster boxes, can I be drawn to receive multiples of a single product? No, you will only possibly be drawn to receive 1 of any specific product. A couple really important details about the raffle. You need to have a Riot account. If you're not already registered for a Riot account, you need to make one. And then they make it clear that you should not enter with multiple Riot accounts. If you do that, there's a good chance that you will be flagged as fraudulent and they'll cancel your order, or they just won't select you for the raffle. So let's jump into why they changed it. But first, what's up everyone? My name is Chris. I run a business called Grounded TCG where I buy and sell trading cards, but I also play and collect a lot of the TCGs that I like to talk about on this channel. If you were a part of Riot's attempt to do the pre-order a couple weeks ago, you know that it was a disaster. Their site was more or less unstable. It was crashing for a lot of people. Pages weren't loading despite being there at the time of the release. There were queue times, which aren't necessarily a bad thing or unexpected, but what most of us found out is that the queue times were meaningless because everything was eaten up by bots. Riot announced some details about the amount of orders that were bot-related versus actual people ordering, and long story short, the bots pretty much got the majority of it. So, lo and behold, we fast forward to today, and they have moved it to a raffle system. So let's talk about what this means and why I think it's a good thing. For you, for me, for us, the players, the collectors, I think this actually gives us a shot of getting some of the Spiritforged product that they intend to release to the people that want to buy into their game. The downside of a raffle system like this is that there's a chance that you won't get anything. But I think your chances of getting something with a raffle are significantly greater than if they just did a first come, first serve like they did with the previous attempt of the pre-order, where the bots just bought up all the product. When the failure of the pre-order that happened a couple weeks ago happened, a lot of people online were extremely upset. And I think rightfully so, given how difficult it has been to get sealed product for Riftbound. I mean, starting with release of Origins, I know there were a lot of local game shops that did not have enough booster boxes to supply everybody that was showing up to the pre-release events, let alone starter decks just for people to play. And if you go to pretty much any of your local game stores, they've been sold out for weeks, assuming they were selling their product at MSRP and not marking it up to whatever the market price of a booster box or a sealed champion deck was. But I was hesitant to criticize Riot after this last pre-order fiasco because I feel like from the very beginning, they have been pretty transparent about steps that they're taking to correct these issues. On top of that, they've stated that there's 50% more Spiritforged than there was Origins on release, and they've recently made a rule change where you are now allowed to mix Chinese and English cards to make a deck. I think there's still kinks that will need to be worked out, but it really does seem like Riot is trying to prioritize players and collectors that actually want to be a part of the Riftbound community. And I think companies like Pokemon and Bandai can kind of take a note on how Riot is handling this release. One, with how they're being transparent about the changes that they're making, but two, with doing something like a raffle for releases. But what do you think about this format change with the pre-order? Are you excited about the chances of getting selected for the raffle and actually being able to get products? Or are you one of the botters that this raffle is attempting to shut down? Either way, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. If you thought this video was interesting or helpful, make sure to like it and consider subscribing to the channel. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I will see you guys later.